The battlefield in today's journey unfolds like a vivid film, where every passing moment is as taut as a drawn bowstring.
Let's.
Bold ambushes, heart-pounding confrontations, this is no ordinary hunt. It's a battle to reclaim the harvest and restore peace to humble farming communities. The question remains, do these marksmen have the courage and precision to stop the beast before it unleashes further havoc? Stay with us, some of the most gripping moments lie ahead. From the very first moment, the tension was shattered by a sharp, decisive gunshot. In the dense forest along the slopes of Mount Texas, Jackson, a seasoned hunter from Tanzania, had taken position before sunrise. Amid the thin morning mist, a rustle sounded from the bushes. 3 wild boars cautiously emerged, their movements wary but instinctive. Without hesitation, Jackson aimed and fired. The gunshot echoed through the forest. The animal dropped instantly, a perfectly executed ambush at what would later be known as Jackson 2. Not far away, on the fringes of the Houston wilderness, Elias's team had just reached their designated spot. Riding an old rugged ATV, they maneuvered over rocky paths toward an opposing hillside. Quickly, they took cover behind a large boulder and watched patiently. Then, from the opposite slope, a figure appeared. A large wild boar was digging into the earth, unaware that it had entered the crosshairs. The team's youngest sharpshooter, Leon, pulled the trigger without a moment's hesitation. Cool, calculated shots rang out. The beast tumbled down the slope. In Welder, where rolling hills provide open sight lines, patience becomes the true test for any hunter. Tomasz, a veteran from Poland, moved quietly along the hillside, binoculars in hand, his steps light as shadow. He knew the wild boars here, intelligent, alert, and unpredictable. Suddenly, a dark shape emerged in the midst of the dog's encirclement. Remaining silent, Tomasz calmly raised his rifle. Unflinching, he fired. The first bullet closed the distance. With each breath, his follow-up shots found their mark. The wild boar could no longer flee. A cold, calculated takedown, flawless and unshaken. Back in the tall grass surrounding Sierra Nevada forest, Javier had led his team to encircle a vast field long before dawn. The hounds picked up even the faintest traces. Soon, a sharp bark rang out, a signal the prey had been located. Marksmen snapped into position, eyes locked forward. Suddenly, a wild boar burst from the bushes. Javier pulled the trigger. A composed, razor-sharp shot. Everything unfolded in a heartbeat. As twilight faded over Horde Begi, the ambush across the rice field reached its most intense moment. Arthur and his team had sealed off the entire area, leaving no room for escape. Frenzied barking erupted near one of the checkpoints. A hunter rushed over, his gaze sweeping swiftly through rustling stalks of corn. And then, it appeared. A massive wild boar, charging like a bullet through a narrow gap, desperately trying to flee to the next field. But it was too late. The final shot rang out, ending the high-stakes pursuit. This wasn't just another day in the woods, it was a symphony of seamless coordination between man and nature, where skill meets instinct. All in pursuit of a single purpose: to protect the harvest and preserve the balance of these wild lands.